Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Director's Cut. When we last left off, we were sneaking around the farm, I think. No, not the farm, the ranch. I think that's what they call it. This facility in Singapore, and apparently there, we got some pings from a few of the kidnapped scientists here. So, well, we're checking up on that, and we are presently on the first floor of one of the buildings, and, well, let's finish looking around. This is the other door that we saw, right? Yeah, that just leads back to the main room. Oh. Is that guy? No, he doesn't just stand there staring. Question is, what exactly was he staring at? A corner with a box. Two boxes. Automatic unlocking device. Now those are useful. We could punch our way through there. These guys are all upstairs from us. So let's see if there's a different way of getting into whatever's over there. Let's use a different way. Because the wall punching, it's probably going to be fairly loud. Well, level 4 hack shouldn't be too much of a problem for us.
Access granted.
Nuke Virus and a stopworm? Yes, please. Oh, just a storage room. Tranquilizer darts. And a vent. Okay, so quickly. So we came in here, we checked this out, and yeah, we did all of this. So the vent leads us upstairs. And it seems right to one of our pings, right there. Only 6 meters away. Doesn't look like there's anything to worry about for us. Let's stay away from the door anyway.
Get the hell out! This lab is off limits to you people.
Nice to see you too, Dr. Goldman.
What? Wait a second. I know you. You were Seraph's security guy. Way to protect our asses.
Hey, check the attitude, Doc. I nearly died trying to save you.
Oh, and now you're here to take me back. Well, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I've got more here than I ever had at Seraph.
Would Vasily Savchenko agree with that? They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
Believe it. Unless these murderers have you so brainwashed, you don't mind building their toys.
It wasn't a toy. It was a software upgrade that limits functionalities in a biochip. They told me it was for crowd control. Is Vasily really dead? You saw the body?
What was left of it?
Oh my god. I should have listened to him.
Dr. Colvin, I need to locate the rest of the team. But Dr. Reed's GPL isn't broadcasting.
She's in the secured zone. There are guards everywhere.
Then I need a way to get the guards out. A distraction. Maybe a lab accident, what do you say?
After what those bastards did to Vasily? Of course. But one minor incident in this lab won't be enough.
No. But if a couple of other labs go up, simultaneously...
Declan and Eric. Of course. Interesting idea, Mr. Jensen. Ambitious, but risky. The timing will be critical.
I'll coordinate the attack. But you understand that this could all backfire.
I'm no shrinking violet, Mr. Jensen, but there may be another issue.
They're tracking your GPLs, aren't they? I've been wondering how to get around that.
Smart man. Just like Vasily. He had a plan to shut down their tracking and jamming protocols using a virus. Maybe Declan or Eric know something more about it.
Okay. Well, let's go through the conversation options.
I haven't yet located Eric Koss, Dr. Colvin. Do you know where they're keeping him?
He's working in a lab on the 3rd floor. There's an elevator that might get you there. It's on the 2nd floor, though, and I heard the guard say something about that floor being shut off. But then again, with those neuro enhancements of yours, you might find a way to get into it.
I think I will.
Dr. Colvin, I need to know I can trust you. You seemed pretty happy to be here until I told you about Dr. Savchenko.
It's been 6 months, Mr. Jensen. Not long for you, perhaps, but how long can a person live in constant fear? Once they took us out of isolation, it just seemed easier to concentrate on the work.
Did all of you feel that way?
Vasily didn't. Maybe not Declan either, but the work we do here, the discussions, and the theories. I thought Seraph's projects were far-reaching, but the experiments I've seen going on here, it's the kind of stuff DARPA dreams up every day.
Only without governmental oversight keeping you in line.
I suppose I'm just a typical scientist to you, right, Mr. Jensen? Blindly pushing boundaries? No care for who's footing the bill or how our discoveries get made?
We all have to live with ourselves at the end of the day, Dr. Colvin.
You're right, of course. But were things so different in Detroit? We all know where those Seraph contracts came from, don't we? You asked me if you could trust me. You can. But you better get on with this.
Dr. Faraday doesn't seem to be working in this building. Any idea where he is?
I think he's in the biomech lab next door. But you don't have to go outside to reach him. There's a skywalk that connects the 2 buildings. Maybe you can use it.
Okay. So that's all the conversation options.
Okay. Wait for my signal, Dr. Colvin. When your GPL starts to vibrate, set off the distraction.
I understand. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
So, well, she made reference to what she's working on, and it was something to inhibit certain functions in a biochip. So, well, that certainly brings into focus the intentions of the upgrade that the limb clinics were peddling back when we were in Hengsha, and continue to do so. So, well, it's a good thing we didn't get it. It's a good thing I don't trust them. And I never did, even, like... I mean, now, of course, I know that that it would have been bad to get that upgrade, but I never got it, and even in my first playthrough, it was like, this doesn't sound kosher, so I just stayed away from it. Anyway, okay, from Vasily Savchenko. So she kept this mail for a very long time. Resist them, Nia. Nia, listen to me. You know what they're doing to us. You recognize the tactics. They're giving life by not taking it, keeping us isolated so that their truth becomes everything. Don't you see the signs? Do not give in to them. Vasily. It's nice that the emails here are a little bit more brief and to the point, like especially in the administrative area on Rifleman Bank. They were just endless, or even before that, getting off the ship, there were just tons of email. And, you know, there's a point where flavor text becomes like a full meal and it's like too much. And I thought that was very much hovering around that point, and this is much better. It breaks up the gameplay a lot less. From Megan Reed to Nia Colvin. I'm programming blind here. Nia, you're thinking too narrowly. Hold on, is there... Okay. First, Nia writes, I can't work like this, Megan. How do they expect me to write a program that will run on a biochip I haven't even seen a design for yet? I need to know the layout of the processors. Otherwise, I can't determine which threads should be suppressed and which should be allowed to stay active. Instead of controlling their damn crowd, I might very well end up inciting it to riot. Nia, you're thinking too narrowly. The positioning of the processors is just a detail. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the input coming into the chip from the nervous system. That's what's generating the individual and/or multi-threads you need to suppress. Focus on isolating those patterns, and I think you might actually get somewhere. But if it makes you feel any better, H told me Eric's designing the chip. I've worked with him long enough to know how he thinks. Okay, so they're all working on this suppressant biochip. There's one of the guys we took out. And that guy is not in this room. But he is outside in that corridor. Okay, there's a computer here. Got my silent feet on for moving around. This one's unlocked. From Raymond Jorian to Christine Contrella. Simply unbelievable. No prior email. Mr. D. These new samples are simply amazing. The fragments are definitely human, but present some peculiar, albeit tacit, particularities. But I have to say, this could be it. This could be the break we were waiting for. I've started to work on it, and so far fragmentation and ligation were not an issue. Fragments were efficiently amplified, and vector insertion reacted as expected to DNA ligase? I have no idea. I'm having problems with transfection though. It's to be expected, and is probably linked to the aforementioned singularities. Nothing a bit of work and tests can't fix. If we make it, if the cells react as planned and we can properly screen and get proper sequencing, it could remove every obstacle we faced so far. Even better, we could end up with subjects impervious to bloodstream rejection. This goes far beyond simple augmentation rejection. We could modify augmentation technology as we know it. I think you should inform Mr. Page immediately. I hope you forgive me my impetuosity, but I started naming the subjects with the names of the apostles. I believe it's befitting, considering the underlying subject and the importance of this leap forward. God, this is so exciting. Raymond. So, urgent response needed. Dear Sir, confidential business proposal. Having consulted my colleagues and based on the information gathered from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I think we've already seen this several times. So, the question is, there's a guy out here. There he is. But can we open the door without him getting suspicious? Yes, we can. And there's a camera I didn't pay attention to. Luckily, it's pointing the other way. Okay, camera's none the wiser. So that's the office that Dr. Colvin is in. This just leads back into that main room with the stairwell. So this is a level 4. Let's wait for the camera to sweep across here and then go back. And then we'll try our luck hacking. Seems like a fairly short hack.
Access granted.
Okay, we're in. Very nice. We even got a nuke worm and a stop virus. Stop worm and a nuke virus. I always get those confused. So... doesn't seem like there's anybody in here. Lots of big boxes, but... oh, yeah, there's the elevator. But we don't need no stinking elevators. At least not now. Let's first try and walk up there so we can finish exploring. We should be good. So these are lockers. This is the skywalk that connects to the other building. There is a guy in here. But he seems to be asleep. No, doesn't seem like there's anyone next door, so Cyber Boost Bar. Pocket Secretary. Money. Computer's unlocked, but first let's take a look at the Pocket Secretary. Colvin's office code. Here's the code for Colvin's office, 1504. Please try to keep this confidential. We've already received complaints from her concerning privacy and some stolen underwear. Seriously. I know it's a sausage fest here on the ranch, but let's try to respect the few women we have under our protection, alright? Lieutenant Commander Casper Donato. Well, I guess she carries spares. Alright, Stephen Higgins wrote, Sir, he asked me to keep a close eye on the electronic communications between our 5 newest arrivals. For the most part, they seem to be sticking to the guidelines you laid out for them. Although there have been a few questionable comments directed to the team leader. I'm not too worried because she always warned them off immediately. Isolation seems to be working for everyone except the Russian, that is. He's attempted more than once to hack through our restriction protocols and get messages to the others. I suspect he's going to become a serious problem. I'm keeping an eye on him. Lieutenant Stephen Higgins, Bell Tower Associates. Very good, Lieutenant. Keep me appraised. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. For now. J. So obviously they're referring to Sevchenko. Nigerian spam. How the fuck are we still getting Nigerian spam mail? Higgins, I want you to double check the proxy stack and make sure it's operating on spec. If our security has been compromised in any way, I want to know about. Now, we're sitting on a sensitive data here, boys. And Nigerians will be the least of our worries if our network is breached. Caspar. Hey boss, just a heads up. But Contrella's email account is getting Nigerian spam again. She swears she has been using tunneling software or anything to access restricted offsite pages. And her logs check out clean. Advise? Well, at least they're aware of the problem. Here's a copier we can throw at people. Not that we want to. Ah, security terminal. My favorite kind of terminal. Level 4.
Access granted.
Okay, 100 XP. And cameras are off, but there are laser barriers. Somewhere. I see a guy. Oh, he's probably out here. Yep, there he is. There's another one upstairs. Is this the only guy on this floor? Another pocket secretary. Okay, from Omega Security, next shift. Good evening, Mr. Waltz. As of today, you'll be starting your new shift patrolling the Microgen Labs. Your login information for the surveillance grid hub is as follows. So it does look like he's the only guy on this floor. Okay, this camera's off, but there's a camera still on over. It's probably outside somewhere. So, very well, we've checked out this floor. Let's go on upstairs. There's... Ooh. Can we take this guy out before the other guy is onto us? Okay, no camera there. I need to pay attention to these things before I do something, not afterwards. Okay, that guy's not onto us. And actually, let's move this guy because I don't want somebody maybe walking down that corridor and seeing him. So let's put him here with his buddy. Okay. So luckily that camera's off. There's a guy over there. I think that's the guy we have to get to. Question is, how do we take out that guy? Well, first let's check out these offices. Oh. There's somebody working here. Now, these people are probably going to panic if we just walk in and start doing stuff. Yeah, so maybe let's not. All right, level 3.
Access granted.
Another Nuke Virus. Oh, here's the guy. Yes, he was just a stationary guard. So, more offices. Luckily, more empty offices. Painkillers. And an unlocked computer. Govinda Mehta to Stefan Ivanov. Help. I really don't know what to do. Sahed? I know in my gut that the key to getting the SMI chip functional lies in its chemical matrix, but I can't seem to find the right neurostimulation pattern. Any ideas? Dwayne Crosby. The joke will be on you. To whomever felt it necessary to change my screensaver and desktop background to something involving pornographic farm animals for the 3rd time this week. Very mature. I will have you all know that I am now installing tracking software on my computer and have asked security to place a hidden camera somewhere inside the lab. I will be reporting the next person that decides to compromise the integrity of my workstation with these disgusting images. You have been warned. Dwayne, I am still awaiting the return of my stapler. I know you have it, Jim. Okay, so, well, they're bullying the hell out of somebody here. That is not appropriate workplace behavior. So we got stealing money, however, is. So office relocation. Dear Dr. Burrows, I have informed IT of the upcoming relocation of your office quarters from Microgen to Biomac. You should find all your security clearance and network access functional once the relocation process is completed and on the subsequent date. In the meantime, please take note of your new office's location and access codes. Location Biomac Labs, 2nd floor, room 22, door code 2021, clearance C8 Amber. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. Regards, Shannon Doherty, FCA CISC, Senior Personnel Manager. So the joke will be on you, we've seen. Wait. Hold on. We were just in our archive. Oh yeah, because we found a pocket secretary. Never mind. Blah 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 help. So we just saw the other side of that mail. You want my advice? Go see Jenny in the archives room. See if you can borrow the MK Ultra files for a few days. They were exploring the same ideas you are, per se. And the techniques they were using were definitely more crude, but still, you might find something in the notes that sparks a new idea. Just a thought. We're still on for a morning run tomorrow? S. So, Omega Ranch Safety Policy and Regulation Reminder. Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking is permitted outside of designated safety zones. Remember, failure to comply with Omega Ranch policy and regulations can and will result in immediate termination. Annual Interdepartmental Mensa Competition Reminder. A reminder that the Omega Ranch Interdepartmental Mensa Competition will commence this evening at 1900 hours. The semifinals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission. Remember, more lives than your own may depend on your mental fitness. Alright. So that just leads back out into the hallway. That leads back out into this main area. And that sculpture, it looks nearly like it's structural. It's not, but it comes all the way up here. All right, so all we have left to do on this floor is enter this lab and talk to whoever is in here, which that guy over there should be one of Seraph's people. But we will do that in the next part. So for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below, subscribe to stay up to date, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.